I'm just thinking about something, y'all. About this power of attorney that was put in place. And I was saying thing about, you know what? Power of attorney grants us officials authority to do things on behalf of the principal, the one who actually granted them power of attorney to do what they're doing. And when you were born, your mother was the one that signed the document, gave consent for officials to act on her behalf. So basically, they're playing the role of authority over your life based on something your mother gave them permission to do. And they're doing it to you because of that document. And it carries on until you revoke the power of attorney. Once you reach the age of majority, of course. But as long as you're a minor, they have the authority to do those things. That's crazy as hell, ain't it? This consent form, where's that document? Made this video. I actually made this video yesterday, but then I ended up not posting it because I wanted to kind of I recorded it, but I didn't give it justice. I didn't explain it clear, the way I wanted to really explain it. So I thought I'd just go ahead and do it over. I want it to be a good video. I'd like to give y'all good information. Let me show y'all something. This is here in Georgia. It's by the Georgia Department of Community Health. It's also known as DCH. And then let's see, a Centralized Credentialing Verification Organization, also known as CVO. That's here in Georgia. They're over all the hospitals in Georgia. And I'm sure there's a company in your state that's over all the hospitals in your state. Now, this document is called the Authorization and Release Form. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to give y'all, you can actually screenshot it if you like. You can Google it. You can actually download this form. And look at all these different things that they're actually consenting to. So it's how authorize all the individuals, institutions, schools, programs. That number 4 right there I'm reading. Facilities, hospitals, societies, associates, corporations, agencies, licensing authorities, boards, plans, insurers, and other organizations of any type, including but not limited to those with which I have been associated. Let's see, who have information which may bear on my qualifications to consult with, report to, and release, exchange, and share information and documents with CVO for the purpose of the CVO's evaluation of my application and qualification. This thing goes all the way down, 14 different things, and the applicant has to sign it, print and sign it. Let's see, I have read and understand. Let's see, this is about it's about the application. There's part with the physician will continue to maintain active admitting of staff privileges at CVO's participating hospital, or I have otherwise indicated on this application. Let's see, professional inquiries. Say as a healthcare professional requiring a supervising physician relationship, I attest that I have a written agreement with a physician who oversees my clinical decision in compliance with the professional licensing laws in the state in which I practice. See, I am not a physician or a healthcare professional who is required to have a supervising physician relationship. Now, this document, right? This is like, I don't know what all documents that, to actually sign, what all these different agreements, they give them all kind of authority over what they're doing while they're going through the process of, getting ready to in preparation of giving childbirth. And this document is 4 pages long. And no telling how many other documents that they have to sign that actually grant them this type of authority. Share information, to act on their behalf. I showed y'all in the video what they call it, the parental, no, what you call it? I'm thinking about a prenatal agreement, but it's sort of what it is. But I showed y'all in the other video that I did, well, where does the power come from? Something like that. I think that's what it's called. Where does their power come from? And I showed you in the codes all these different things that they govern over your life with that power of attorney being put in place. Them operating as agents, operating as attorney in facts. Whether they even say, or whether it specifically says whether or not they're even called attorney in fact, they're acting as one. And they're making all these decisions. Now this was before, when you were born. This before you even born is while mother is pregnant with you. She does all this because she needs some assistance with, like, guidance when it comes to you making sure you're growing in her womb properly. Your brain function is on point. Her heart's beating regularly. Your limbs are moving. Making checking out your gender, finding out whether you're gonna be a boy or girl. Different things like that while you're in the womb. And then, all this paperwork goes in place before all this happens. And then at the moment, and that springing power of attorney makes perfect sense. It goes into effect at that particular time when you are born. Now they get to exercise control over your life as long as that power of attorney is still in place. You don't even know it was done because you're a baby. Mother never knew that it was going to be like that. She didn't know the law. She didn't understand the law. She just needs some help. So she signed whatever she needed to sign to get things done. Sometimes you're like, oh, she signed you over to the state. No, she just granted them a power of attorney. She granted them authority to do what they're doing. Unknowingly, not realizing how much that authority was going to be abused. So here you are, an adult, full-grown man, full-grown woman, and that power of attorney is still in place, and you wondering where they're getting it from. All your life, it could be taking all your life. They're controlling you based on a power of attorney your mother put in place. That now that you reach the age of majority, you can take control of your own life. You can take control of the Sesta K Trust. And you can revoke the power of attorney that they have because now you've reached the age of majority. You can revoke that now. Couldn't do that when you're a minor because you're still incompetent. You're still in a state of incapacitation. But now that you're in the, you're compatible, you're in a, you have sound mind and clear understanding as who you are. You can take control of that name, take control of it. You don't have to run from the straw man. Just take control of it. As long as you have that state of incapacitation, that means missing, locked up, deceased, it could be a presumption of death because they don't know where you are. Doesn't mean you're actually dead, but you're incapacitated. You're in the state of incapacitation, even when they send a notice out to you and you don't respond. Incapacitation. So that's equivalent to acquiescence, meaning you still agree to what's going on, and you haven't responded with any type of writing, no kind of nothing. So they exercise that authority, their power of attorney. They can exercise that authority because their power of attorney have not been revoked, and you have not come forward and stated anything, putting anything on the record that rebuts that presumption that you're still in the state of incapacitation. You have to rebut that. As long as you're in the state of incapacitation, whether it's presumption of death, whatever it is, mental or physical, it says any type of physical or mental inability, or disability, you want to call it, that constitutes incapacitation. You may not notice that they might have served that Sesta K, served that name at an address where you were not there, or you didn't receive it, or you don't know. That's still a disability. You don't know, or you don't know what to do. You're incompetent. Some type of way you're incompetent. So once you gain control like that, it's simple just knowing that you have to rebut that. It's just funny how you know that the power came from the mother, the mother granting them that power way before you even born. That's crazy as hell. I'm gonna get on out this video. I just thought I'd kind of tap in and kind of touch again on what I was talking about, on what we're talking about here. And go back and check the videos out on what I was talking about. And y'all might want to go back and look at what they do at the placenta, because that also connects with their birth certificate. That's why we've been informed that the certificate of live birth is not you. However, you got to keep in mind that there were two parts of you. There were actually three parts of you when you were born. By definition, a live birth is the complete extraction from the mother's womb of the baby, the umbilical cord, and the placenta, all pulsating with a heartbeat, showing signs of life. All of that together, whether it's connected, whether the umbilical cord is cut, or whether the placenta, whether or not the placenta is disconnected or is connected, it's all considered, by definition, a live birth. Okay, slavery is illegal, so it wasn't you. What else could that certificate of live birth be about? I'll let you put that together. What else is left? And we're talking title to property. You know what I'm saying? Title to property. That's technically what that certificate of live birth is. And then when you go and Google the price, how much the value of a placenta, you'll see that it's about $50,000. You donate a placenta right about now, you can Google it and you see, Google it right now, and you'll find out that they're around approximately about $50,000. That's how much they're worth. No telling how much it was worth before the value of the dollar even went down. And I'm sure once they securitize it, it makes even more money. It's just something to think about. Money, and it continues to last. It continues to go on. As long as they continue to trade on their name, or trade on it, of course it's going to give it the same name as you, because it once was a part of you. That's a part of you that actually is deceased. And I used to say I wouldn't use the term of a executor over my own estate because nobody's dead. I said that at first. However, a part of me is dead. The placenta stops pulsating after a certain period of time. So it's kind of crazy how I would be the executor over my own estate, because this part of me is still alive and well. But that part of me, the placenta, is no longer alive. It stopped pulsating. It shows signs of death at that point. I'm just thinking out loud, y'all. I'm just putting shit together so it makes sense. So you're supposed to take control of it. You're supposed to take control of it. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, go ahead and do so, y'all. I got a lot more to talk about. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. And hit the notification bell too, so you'll know. You'll be the first one to catch the videos when they drop again. And I'm going to get on out of here, y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Emerald signing out.